Hello TL travelers and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. Today we are talking about something that I get asked about all the time, and that is tipping. Specifically tipping in Thailand because that is where we just came back from. But for the most part, these rules and tips can be applied anywhere. So before I get started, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, definitely do. We post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday and you don't want to miss it. And yeah, let's just get on with it. So the first time that I visited Thailand was in 2009, and at that time tipping was not at all as common in Thailand as it is now. I remember going out for dinner and leaving tips for the waiters or the bartenders when they were serving us, and getting flagged down to let me know that I had left my change or I left my money. Don't forget your money behind. That isn't quite the way that it is now, even though as far as local culture goes, tipping still isn't something that is necessarily expected. You will find that if you're traveling in more touristy areas, or especially if you're eating at like more Western or like chain restaurants, not so much local food or local food stands, that tipping is actually quite a bit more common. So here are my basic rules and tips for how I navigate tipping in Thailand. Obviously, this can differ from person to person or country to country or service to service. So use your best judgment, and if someone goes above and beyond or something falls way below your expectations, then obviously use your best judgment, but you can also use these tips and guides and rules as just like a guideline to sort of help you navigate the world of tipping in Thailand. So my first rule of thumb is pretty basic, but it is just the more luxury the spot, whether it be a hotel or a restaurant, then the more you are going to want to tip, and the more that tipping is going to be expected. So obviously if you are staying in a hostel or dorm style or guest house or something like that where you're paying 100 baht a night, then you're not going to want to tip 100 baht each day for house cleaning. But if you are staying somewhere that is, say, 1,000 baht a night, then a tip of 100 baht would not be unheard of. When it comes to tipping for food at local street stands and things like that, it's not at all expected that you leave a tip, and for the most part, you are only paying 15-20 baht for your meal to begin with. So just to put that in perspective, that's like about $1. But you might notice that locals will leave their small change behind. So if they get 4 or 5 baht back in their change, they will leave that. That is something that I like to do. I do usually leave a little bit of a tip regardless if it's a street stand or not, but tipping in excess definitely isn't necessary when you're eating a meal that is $1 already. And then my basic rule of thumb above and beyond meals that are 100 baht or more, so about $4 or more, is that I will leave a tip of 10%. So on 100 baht I will leave 10 baht, which is really nearly nothing. And on a meal that's more expensive, I mean, you can get a steak dinner in Thailand at a fairly nice Riverview restaurant for 1,000 baht, which is about $35-40. So if you're leaving a 10% tip on that, you're looking at paying a maximum of $4 tip on each meal, assuming that you are eating luxuriously. And let's face it, that's not very much. I try to apply that same 10% rule to smaller services like massages or haircuts or things of that nature, where a service is provided to me and I would normally tip that service at home in Canada, if that makes sense, then I will still tip in Thailand whether it's expected or not. And again, that 10% rule, so if I get my haircut and it is 800 baht, I'll tip 10%. And in all of these cases, whether it be food or hotel services or haircuts, I always encourage you to use your best discretion, and if they go above and beyond that service, then tip more, and if they do not meet your expectations, then tip less. And that's pretty much commonplace all around the world, but just keep in mind that the standards that I'm setting in this video, or the suggestions that I'm making, recommendations that I'm making, are just a guideline, a base guideline to follow when you're tipping. I don't know why, but I'm like really nervous about people's reactions to this video because I always get criticized for tipping too little or tipping too much in my videos. So just, that's my disclaimer. Just be nice, guys. So that is it for me for today and my top tips for tipping in Thailand. You like that? If you have any tips for tipping in Thailand or anywhere else around the world, I would love to hear them in the comments bar below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you want to get notified every time that I post a new travel video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday. And now I've just tired myself out. So until next time, stay great and travel safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.